It'll take a minute to populate.
Yep.
And then Lauren, once it goes, will you just pull one up and make sure you can hear us okay? We'll do a sound check and we'll be able to see the viewers pop in and we will roll.
Patty, Jude sent me a Facebook friend request. Yeah. Oh, I will.
Okay, so there are already some people in here. We don't have a fancy like intro thing, like
We
one
need.
of those.
Yeah, we should.
Maybe one of those. I have the AI thing, the video, but it's only 6 seconds long. So, hey, we're sitting here and we're at Professional Smoke in Bargersville, and we are talking weather and whiskey and just hanging out and talking. We're going to talk about the storm. We're going to try some really nice whiskeys. We're going to get a little bit of background on them, and we're going to talk a little bit of BAM weather. And I have a special guest with me tonight. My friend Jeremy Thomas is here.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're repping. Got Notre Dame this weekend. Of course, we all know they're going to win that game easily.
At 10:30 at night.
I know. I don't know if I can stand
Eastern
for that one. I don't understand that 10:30 game.
Yeah, I told Lauren I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
Sometime. Well,
still
we give
fall
you.
asleep.
It's Thanksgiving weekend. We have a Thanksgiving that day on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sure the turkey will kick in, and I'll get a nap on a recliner somewhere up in Fowler, Indiana.
Is that where you'll be?
Yeah,
That's
Fowler.
That's right. That's where Lauren's from.
Yeah.
So Jeremy is Lauren's cousin, and Lauren is the president of our company from BAM. She's here, and she'll be here later. She just doesn't know it yet. So we're gonna be chatting with her in a little bit too.
21 years of wedded bliss.
Wow, 21 years.
I couldn't be happier.
Wow. How is our sound? Are we good? All right. Well, let's get a cigar lit up.
I like that idea.
What's that?
I like that idea.
What? Which one?
The idea of lighting up.
I'm sorry. I'm like, wait. We see your comments coming in. I am sipping on a Woodford, and again, we have some really nice whiskey we'll share with you. First, we got to light up. A little history behind why this is even happening. By the way, Christmas Eve, a few years ago, we had a storm roll through, and we thought that it would have been a good one, and it hit the state line, and it dried up, and it was stressful. And I had a bottle of Eagle Rare, and I opened it on a live stream, and I haven't had a live stream since where someone hasn't asked me where my bourbon is.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I'm not typically drinking while I'm working, but, whatever, we'll give it a shot. And then the cigar came along because, well, I just started smoking a cigar on the lives, and a lot of you ask what I smoke normally. Tonight we're smoking a Girl with No Name. It is it's a Deadwood or Drew Estate. I'm sorry, Drew Estate.
Yeah,
cigar. And again, we're at a place in Bargersville called Professional Smoke, where they have all of this fine whiskey and cigars. And yes, we do have. Someone said we have an old 55. So this is a barrel pick, and actually, one of the owners of Professional Smoke was able to go, and he's going to tell the story. He was able to go and actually pick a barrel and have the bottle like made for his company, which is just awesome. And it's actually a very, very good bourbon too.
Yeah.
So have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I actually bought. I didn't buy the barrel pick, but I bought two bottles, a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And it is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is.
It is really, really good.
So I know you may have, and guys, we see your comments and we will get to them. I would ask for shares and tag your friends and all the fun stuff, get people in. But I know JT probably has a few questions for me, but I actually have a couple of questions for him too.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't really know this, but a couple of years ago, we were doing a hiring process, and we were trying to find salespeople to work for our company. And we had a day where we were doing salespeople for BAM Weather. We had a day where we were doing like a string of interviews, and it was just like, we had literally, I think, 8 straight horrible interviews. It was not a good day. I mean, these were, listen, if you were one of the people, I'm sorry, you're not, you all are nice people. It just wasn't a good day for us. And the last interview to roll up was going to be this chick named Lauren. And I'm like, if she doesn't get here in 5 minutes, screw this interview. I'm so over this day. I just do not. And all at the same time, she's out in the car calling you saying, I'm not going to this stupid interview. Anyways, but she did that because you told her about the job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been, long before I knew Michael.
Yeah.
I was a follower of BAM. I followed you on Facebook and all the way back to the BAM Chase days. I mean, so
13 years
yeah,
ago.
a long time
Some
ago.
people still call us that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lauren and I had this conversation. She was ready for a change and moving, and I said, the company seems prime.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
trying to be primed.
Well, the thing is that you had a following,
Yeah.
and you have a company that had already shown waves of success.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I liked the candid nature
Yeah.
of what you did
Yeah.
on these live streams.
Yeah.
It's something that was unique.
Yeah.
And in
That's
this
fun.
world,
Yeah.
if you're unique,
Yeah.
you have something.
You got something going. Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, real quick, Lauren, why don't you come over here real quick and just pop a squat? So, because Lauren never gets on the lives, and I would like to just give a quick intro here to Lauren. So, just a quick backdrop. So after we hired Lauren, she had moved up and then kind of moved up again, and then we decided that we probably should have her just running the whole company, and that's what we did. When did we make that decision? Was that earlier this year or later last year?
June of this year.
Okay, yeah. So over the summer, we kind of made that transition. Well, funny story, at the beginning of the year, we kind of had this goal where we were going to add a lot to revenue, and she told me how much she was going to add, and I was like, I don't know, I love the ambitious goal and it sounds really cool, but it was hard for me to get behind it. And today is November 26th. We surpassed that a while ago.
In October.
Yeah.
Before Q4.
And right now, what we're doing is we're actually making it look really stupid. And it's kind of funny. We're running our big Black Friday sale, and so many of y'all are supporting us, signing up, and all these other things. But everything that we have going on that we're doing has all been just coming from her experience, her brain, her knowledge, and all this stuff. And it's like it's pretty cool. So I called Jeremy earlier. I said, we're going to toast to Lauren, and she just doesn't know it when we do the live. So to everything you're doing for BAM Weather, it's unbelievably impressive and much appreciated.
Thank
you. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. And Paul's back there. You can't see Paul, but no, I just wanted to give a public acknowledgement of just what I call badassery. That's a proper word, for the stream. So
we use it every day.
We do use it every day. So no, I wanted to do that. Super fun. And we have awesome things coming, and a lot of potential. Sky's the limit, and we're really excited. So someone did say, Michael, the only thing I have against you right now is that Notre Dame shirt. I'll put that up there. You notice that the color theme I have is also Irish. So you're not going to listen, I love IU.
We won't complain about IU.
No, I'm not going to complain, but I would never root for anyone over the Irish. There's strong family back roots to that. So Sorry, it just is what it is. But no, awesome stuff. So still crunching numbers to see I can swing clarity. Oh man, Sarah. So, hey, Lauren, Sarah Hancock, who I just put up here, and she posted, she's crunching numbers to see if she can swing clarity. Yeah, she's been on the lives for 13 years.
I have seen her comments
Yeah.
all day. I'm gonna reach out to her.
We're just going to give you clarity, just the full gamut. The only thing you won't get is chat and pavecast, but everything else we'll just give it to her. So Sarah, that's for 13 years of watching. I mean, I think it's been 13 years, but I've seen your name pop up for at least 10 years, and I know you live in Bloomington too.
Can you ask her to send me an email with her email address because I can't message her?
Email, what is it? The info?
Yeah. Sales app.
sales@bamwx.com.
We'll get her taken care of this evening.
Awesome. So let's do this. All right. So again, we are at Professional Smoke in Bargersville. We're going to talk weather and the storm coming this weekend. I've got some neat trends to show you on the data. If you like snow, it's getting better for your chances of snow if you're along and north of I-70. But we also came here to taste whiskey. And Jesse from Professional Smoke has lined up a bang out whiskey tasting for us that I'm really excited for. And I want to taste the first one.
Let's go.
So,
I'm ready.
Jesse, come on over here, bro, and tell us what is our first one tonight.
We got the Redbreast 15, one of the first whiskeys that him and I shared as friends.
That's
so
true.
Be
yeah.
appropriate.
Yes.
And this is just a good all around. You got 15 minimum age. It is oaky like a lot of whiskeys are. Obviously, it's an Irish whiskey, so it's not a bourbon. But it's also going to have a lot of fruitiness to it and just a really smooth pour. You just can't go wrong with a Redbreast 15.
We, for the last 2 years at our company Christmas parties, buy those.
Yeah.
And they get hurt at the company Christmas parties. So
typically don't last the entire party.
Don't last when you have a bunch of the old BAM guys slamming whiskeys at the holiday party. So first one on the flight is the 15. And Paul, you're also up to taste these, my friend. So Jesse says tell me the flavors again that we might get.
It's going to be very smooth whiskey, no burn, and you're going to get fruity as well as oak with that, which is kind of what makes it unique.
Fruity and oak.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I can taste the fruity and oakness. I definitely get the fruitiness.
Definitely.
Right away.
Yeah. So
it's so tough to beat that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so tough to beat the Redbreast 15.
Lined up. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Man.
That's a phenomenal pour. If you haven't had Redbreast, any of the Redbreast, the 12-year, the 15-year, the Tawny Port, all of them are great.
Yep.
My personal favorite is the 15. It just, to Jesse's point earlier, there's really no burn to it. And so if you like a whiskey, but don't like that real hot burn, it's a perfect one to go with.
I think I'm going to have to agree because the 12 seems to be a little spicier, if you agree. I don't know if you would agree with that.
Yeah, and the 12 cask strength, absolutely.
Yeah, a little spicy. Yep. And the 21 is good, but I can't really remember. We did have a 21.
Yeah.
But this is better.
Yeah, the 21, 27 they're good whiskeys.
Yeah.
They don't have the flavor.
Yeah.
I think the oak overtakes it.
Yeah. Yeah, just from the age.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, there's several of you on here, and we're super excited you all are on watching with us. Again, this is just like for fun. I want folks to get a little bit of a closer look of who I am, who BAM is, what we do, and we're just kind of we're in a time, in my opinion, where I think people really crave people over AI and automation and robots and technology, and I'm just really passionate about moving away from everything automated, everything, just the direction everyone's going. I wanted to tie, names with faces and personalities, and this is one thing I enjoy doing very much. So I thought, well, let's do this and talk weather at the same time. So first thing I want to do, whiskey tasting is a blast. Okay. And Jamie, you asked how deer season was. I got one this year. Finally, it's been a while. In fact, my whole deer camp got nice bucks this year, which, by the way, is a once in every 6 or 7 year occurrence. It just doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
Most guys don't shoot bucks.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a while.
Yeah.
I hadn't shot a big one since 2017.
Oh, wow.
Actually, tonight in 2017, the night before Thanksgiving in 2017 is the last time I shot a big one. So, yeah. So, guys, any questions you have, feel free to ask them. I'm going to get into happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I'm going to get into a little share here, a little screen share, and start with kind of what we're looking at. I want to make sure you all can see the screen. This is clarity this evening. It's incredibly windy. We've had winds gusting. I saw some 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts up north, some trees bending over. And what that's done is that's fired up some dramatic lake effect snows going on across western Michigan. Some of these folks are going to get 6 to 12 inches of snow tonight right off the shoreline. That's due to the warmer water. That's due to the very cold air going over the warmer water. And it creates what's called instability. It's very unstable. The air rises. It starts to move around. And then with the wind, you get what's called a fetch. So you get the fetch off the lake, and the fetch creates the ability for it to snow in the same spot for multiple hours and accumulate quickly. 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates per hour, visibilities that are less than a quarter of a mile, and really just nasty conditions. So you can see on Clarity, for anyone that wants it, it's 40% off right now, by the way. You can see on Clarity that the accumulations just in a 24-hour period in Northwest Michigan are going to go over a foot. They have winter storm warnings out in effect, and you can kind of see the wind dragging those lake effect snows as far southeast all the way into almost, whatever this is, Summerfield Township in southeast Michigan, just south of Detroit, which I believe our friend Jesse's from around Detroit. Yeah. He actually won the Mr. Michigan bodybuilding title last year, which is pretty cool. So really, really cool. So anyways, you can just kind of see what we're dealing with right now. And then the temperatures coming into the region, it's in North Dakota, it's 15 degrees on November 26th, not really typical of this time of year. So the big thing going forward, I know everyone's curious about, is the snow. All right. Is it going to snow in and around I-70 from Springfield to Indianapolis over to Columbus, Ohio? Jeremy, I've been sending, and they can see us down there a little bit. I've been sending you, updates for the last few days.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think it's going to snow in Indianapolis? Give us your forecast.
I am a snow lover, a weather lover, really. I've always been interested in weather, fascinated by it. I think that we will see snow on the ground and roads sometime this weekend in the greater Indianapolis area.
Okay.
The 9-county area.
You heard it here first.
That's
JT's official band weather forecast. We're going to have to dissect that a little bit and see if we. No, I love it. I love it, and we've been sending models back and forth. But here's the thing: this weekend's forecast is tricky, and trying to figure out where this snow is going to set up. There's a rain snow line, okay, and it's in 4 late November snows, by the way, 2 times, and since records have been kept, has there been 4 inches or more of snow in Indianapolis in the last 130 years, and that was in 1966 and in 1975. So it hasn't happened in a long ass time. Okay, it's been a long time since we've had this kind of snow in November. So treating this as a traditional snowstorm is not the way to go.
Yeah,
it's not the right time of year. If we get 4 inches, we're talking record book territory snow. And so folks, I think, may have a little bit of they may need to lower expectations because of the time of the year, not because it won't happen, because it's just really hard to get it to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like sports betting.
Yeah.
I
don't know anything about
that.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I'm not sure how much I've lost this year on that. But,
pretty good at it. Maybe a little better at weather.
Yeah. I know. we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's probably best left
Jesse
there.
knows. I mean, I get made fun of weekly for my sports bets. You know?
Sometimes too.
Sometimes I hit. I had a good hit a couple weekends ago.
Yeah. When you take long odds, occasionally they pay off.
Yeah. So guys, this is super fun. There's a lot of you watching right now, which is really cool. I do want you guys to know that right now we're discounting our platform, which I'm sampling for you, 40% off, because our live streams and our postings that we've done for 12 to 13 years are migrating to Clarity, our paywall, behind our paywall. And we're discounting that so folks can take advantage of it. It's 40% off right now. The sign up link is available in the comments as well, and you can scan this. But we'd love for you to take advantage of it. We've had literally thousands of people do it in the last 2 days. It's been unbelievable. The response, the people that want to be a part of Clarity and watch the private client live streams are awesome. I was streaming to clients today at 5 o'clock doing an analysis and had hundreds of people commenting. And the cool thing is there wasn't a single negative comment.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that happen in 13 years.
Yeah.
Normally someone is bumping their gums on here, talking trash for the free weather updates, and I'm like, man, this is free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
public service, really.
It is public service. So all that said, we'll get back into the analysis. I want to show this to you guys. Wrong layout there on what we're seeing. Okay. I'm going to go back to just this, and you won't be able to see our face for a minute. But we'll talk about timing for this. This is some of the latest model data in. I will say the trend this afternoon continues to favor south and east trends. But, I was with a lot of our meteorologists today, and there are a lot of red flags that we are worried about. And I'll talk about those in a little bit. But here is when the snow would really probably start to come down consistently. It's Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Initially, there's going to be dry air. You might see snow on the radar, but it might not be hitting the ground. And that means that there's snow in the atmosphere, but it's not saturated enough to hit the surface. And so it's deceiving, because you'll have all kinds of snow contractors, DOTs, municipalities, highway departments out ready to rock and roll, salting, waiting to plow, resources deployed, burning thousands of dollars for nothing because they see snow on the radar, but it's not hitting the ground. And so a lot of people ask, like, what do you charge for? How do you do it? Well, we tell you that it's not hitting the ground, and it might not for 4 hours. So you're burning up 4 hours of payroll or product. And that's where we come into play to help you for that to not happen. So long story short, initial dry air issues, but Saturday evening, which, by the way, I did put $75 against Ohio State for the Michigan game.
I saw a comment in the comments that just said OHIO.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I figured your good buddy Vince would appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't point it out, not because Ohio State fans are obnoxious at all. But I didn't want to point it out because I don't want to draw attention.
Yeah.
But
Ohio State struggles with Michigan.
Yes,
it's
Michigan's
in
won
Michigan.
4 in a row.
Yeah, and it's in Michigan.
Yeah,
and it's snowing.
Yeah, Michigan's won 4 in a row. There are Ohio State seniors that graduated last year that never won the game. It's kind of crazy to think about. They won the national championship last year.
And I'm in the opinion of the weather is on Michigan's side for Saturday night.
It definitely changes strategy, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So at any rate, guys, Saturday night, the snow's coming down. Now you're going to notice this particular solution never gets that rain snow line really north of the I-70 corridor. You see this line I'm drawing here. We have data, good data, that brings that rain snow line all the way up into here. Okay. So we kind of have, 2 possible outcomes that we need to consider. Does the warm air work further north? If anybody in here knows anything about weather, or you're an enthusiast or a nerd or a meteorologist, the low pressure center tracking west of our location is a red flag. because you're on the southerly flow of the side of low pressure. So you're pulling in a southerly wind from the Gulf, warm air, and you have what's called a low-level jet. That low-level jet is cranking at 50 to 60 knots, which is a 70 mile per hour wind, 5,000 feet above our heads. And it is roaring in mild Gulf air. And anytime you have that happening, the models can struggle with how far north that warm air goes. They'll undermodel it. They'll say it's in Bloomington, it's actually in Kokomo. And this happens often. There was only one winter in my 14 years of doing this where they overdid warm air advection. That was the winter of 15-16, but that was a strong El Nino. It was a totally different ballgame. We'll talk about that later. The point being is typically this track doesn't bode well for people on the east and southeast side of that red L that you see in Chicago. Okay. And there are models that absolutely show that solution. Let me show you one of them. It was sent to me earlier by a good friend, Matt Griffin. I have a love-hate with Matt Griffin. You know, sometimes he's a positive person, and sometimes he sends me this negativity, you know, of ushering rain all the way up into Indianapolis. And you can see how far north it is with rain. That low pressure center is well west, and it's in Des Moines, or I'm sorry, in the Twin Cities there in Iowa, and near what city is this? I've been there. Alexis, Illinois. We have a bunch of clients in Alexis, Illinois. It's a huge farming community. But we have this one showing a lot more rain. So I'm going to pause on the analysis for weather. I'm going to let you guys fester in that and leave you hanging, because I'm personally ready for the second whiskey tasting. Okay. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but I'm ready for the second one. All right.
Paul gives a thumbs up. He's ready.
Paul's ready. Look at all the comments coming in. Jesse's going to come over, and then I'm going to catch up on comments. Looks like you're drawing a run play for Michigan. Yeah, that's good. Someone's talking to Jim Frazier about he'll bet somebody $1,000. I want in on this. What are we betting? I don't. Purdue takes Indiana to the Oaken bucket. There is no way this guy's serious. Jim,
that's a hot take.
That's a man. I am not. I mean, I'm betting 1,000 with Brian that's not going to happen. So you've got 2,000 on that bet. If you want to text or email me, I'm in. Seriously, I mean, I'm really in. If you want to run that bet.
I would take a third.
Is it illegal to gamble on like live streams?
Nah,
you may not want to do
so.
These are all hypotheticals. These are not actual.
Okay.
Hypotheticals.
Yeah. Someone said we need a Bam barrel pick. Jason, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah.
That's something that needs to happen.
So we're on to our second tasting. Again, at Professional Smoke in Bargersville. And there's also one in Greenwood, by the way. It's in Main Street, downtown Main Street. It's right next door to a place called, is it still called Sips?
Yeah.
It's right next to Sip. And then it's across the street from
Reverie and yet Smocktown.
Smocktown Brewery. And so fun place. It's a lounge. You come in, you smoke a cigar, you have a cocktail. And what I love, I don't know what's going on out there. Someone must be dying.
I'm disappointed in the forecast.
Yeah. What I love about especially the Bargersville one, if you drive by this place, you don't know how nice it is on the inside. You walk in, it's warm, it's a good place to have a good cigar. And again, the girl with no name. That's a shameless plug, by the way. I don't make anything for that. Anyways, all right, second one. I'm rambling. You can stop me at any time.
I'm enjoying you pontificating on different.
That's a great word.
That is a big word. What do we got?
I was going to keep things in the Redbreast line, the Irish line. You got Notre Dame playing. And
Go Irish.
Everything.
That's right. Yeah.
I actually have a nephew in Detroit. He goes to Notre Dame High School.
Uh-huh.
They're actually in their regionals high school football.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Pretty cool. But I wanted to bring it back on the bourbon side of things. And the reason I wanted to bring it back on the bourbon side of things is the bourbon community is about giving. It always has been. Nowadays, you have the secondary market, which is despicable, but it's always just been about this right here and sharing stories, sharing knowledge, sharing business advice, and camaraderie. And that's exactly what Bam Weather's done the last 13 years. I mean, is just sharing free information with you guys. And that's why there's so many of you guys tuning in right now, because nobody does business that way, where everyone's running away from people. You heard it, Michael say it earlier. He's running towards people. Not trying to automate your comments and automate everything. He's saying, hey, I want to get belly to belly with people. And that's bourbon community. That's the spirit of bourbon.
100%.
So I wanted to bring it back. But I stayed on the Tawny Port. I know you love the Red Breast Tawny Port.
And
So this is
Exciting.
Moondrop whiskey. Yeah. Moondrop is right here, born and raised here in Indiana. And they used to illegally make moonshine. And then they're like, you know what? We can't do this illegal anymore. We got to do the real, the excise is coming down on them. And that's why they're called Moondrop. Because they used to just do moonshine like underground. Get your shine.
Okay.
So it's Moondrop whiskey. And they have a Tawny Port. This is one of their limited releases.
Can you explain what Tawny Port means?
Yeah, 100%. So what that means is they're going to take their normal bourbon, which is amazing bourbon, and then they're going to re-barrel it in a Tawny Port barrel. So something that used to have, Tawny Port is a wine. It's like a port barrel wine. So pretty
sweeter wine. Yeah, sweeter wine.
Yeah, so you're going to get like maple and fruit and a little bit more flavor and sweetness with this. Also packs a little bit more of a punch. So I think that it's going to have a lot more flavor for you guys.
Okay.
So that's sat in the Tawny Port barrel for a year or so, and that's why it's the Tawny Port. So Red Breast Tawny Port was the Red Breast, Irish whiskey sitting in a Tawny Port barrel.
Can I show them?
This is absolutely
okay.
And again, this is one of their limited releases,
and it's in Fortville, Indiana.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
local.
Owner is an amazing human being. He just beat cancer. God bless him. So.
Wow,
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Awesome, dude. Okay, well let's give it a shot. Paul.
Cheers.
Cheers,
brother.
My friend.
Yeah, if you like
Paul's
the Red Breast Tawny Port, I'd love
generous.
for you to check out the Moondrop Tawny Port.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear if any of the listeners and viewers have tried this whiskey before. It's very, very flavorful.
The tawny comes through.
Yes,
it is.
There is nothing better than the Tawny Port.
Yeah,
there's nothing. You can't beat it.
Yeah,
I mean the 15's good. So last year I was gifted a Red Breast Tawny Port from Jesse, and it's just
I would say especially this time of year.
Yeah, so good.
It is warm. It's sweet. A perfect finishing drink of the night.
Yes,
that is top notch.
So good.
And right here, I mean, Fortville, Indiana.
That's awesome. This is
support something local.
Damn good bourbon. This is my wife, by the way. She's watching. She just commented. She said, "I love professional smoke, even as a non-smoker. Front porch sitting is my favorite in the nicer weather days." So we'll drive over on the golf cart for date night and sit out front and for hours. I mean, literally hours, and just hang out and smoke and all that. So, yeah. And she's a trooper. She's not a smoker, and I just blow cigar smoke in her face all day long.
Hi, Christy.
She's here for the ride. So we appreciate her.
We have also commented back. We love Christy Clark.
I love it.
So back to
No, go ahead.
Back to the Red Breast. So just something that struck me. Red Breast. It's not a Jameson product, but it's made in the same distillery that Jameson is made in. Totally off topic, but it hit me. There is a show on Netflix that Lauren and I watched season 1. What's the name of it? House of Guinness. So obviously not Jameson, not whiskey, but Irish in its storyline. And if you haven't seen it, it's phenomenal.
Okay, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. What is it? I think it's 8 episodes.
I bet who would like it is Brian and Amanda.
Yeah,
Brian is a big. If he's watching, he's a big Guinness.
It is so good.
Okay.
Storyline was good. I don't know that Netflix has signed on for a second season.
Okay.
When I tell you, and this is not a spoiler, so I don't even need to give a spoiler alert. But when I tell you, it ends the first season on maybe the biggest cliffhanger I've ever seen.
Okay.
So
I may have to go home and watch it.
I mean, it's phenomenal.
Okay.
You
All
would I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
It will,
All right.
it'll be a good one.
Okay. I love it.
So check it out.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So what do we have here? How many have you tried so far? Chrissy Dean asked. We've tried 2 so far. We have 1 more to try, which is the barrel pick from Old 55, which is also in Indiana, northwest of Lafayette. Yeah. So there's a distillery there. And I bought my father-in-law a bottle for his 60th birthday. I bought him, I think it's the best bottle they sell. The one we bought him, the cask strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I don't know if he liked it as much as I did, but whatever. I still helped him drink it. Okay. Anyways, okay. So let's get back real quick to the analysis of the weather. I know a lot of you are here too to see what the weather's going to be. And keep in mind, we are running the sale. The link's in the comments, where we're going to continue to do this type of stuff behind the paywall as we get further along in Clarity. And for those of you that are watching that may be Clarity customers, you got to see some of the client lives today. Toss your comments in here and let people know what you thought about it. We'd appreciate that. When will you have an app on TV that supersedes the Weather Channel? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like we really supersede it now. I don't know. I don't think it's very good.
Streamable report daily in the AM.
We do that. We do a streamable report in the AM.
So if you're not a Clarity subscriber,
Yeah.
or I guess if you are a Clarity subscriber, you'll know that it's almost daily, if not daily. They do a long-term,
Monday through Friday,
long range forecast,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously that data is being updated daily
Mm-hmm.
for what is being seen. But those long range forecast videos are phenomenal.
Yep.
They're not 25 minutes of analysis, but it's a deep dive into what you see for what is upcoming. I know the ones that have been on recently are going out as far as even to, the dreaded question, is it going to be a white Christmas this time of year?
I'm going to say yes.
I don't.
I feel like it is.
Oh yeah. If I were, we talked about betting. Michael and I both enjoy some sports gambling, or any other type. But if I were a betting man, which I am, I would take the over almost on any number that you gave me. If you said it was a 70% chance of a white Christmas, I think I would take the over.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So Travis says, give us the long range forecast now. We are live. We just did. It's going to be a white Christmas. Come on. All right. Let's get back to the analysis of the forecast. Seriously, we're going to go and show you the latest data for the weekend storm system. Okay. This is the American model. And what you're watching are the trends of the last 3 runs. And you can see the notable south and east clicks with the storm as a whole, with the swath of snow as a whole, with the heavier accumulations as a whole. And you can just watch it here. I mean, we're talking almost half state clicks here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We good? You guys all right? Oh, it's this. It is the eyes. It'll get you if you're not a veteran cigar smoker.
Yeah. I don't even notice it anymore.
You can leave it open, Paul, too, if you want. I'll take it all day.
Let a little bit of cool air in here too.
Yep. So again, you're watching the trends of the GFS model. Now, I have to say, and I will say, that we're not putting all of our eggs in this basket. It's not going to happen right now because we're a little skeptical or leery of the way that the model is trying to do this with the track of the low pressure center. Now, a lot of forecasters and people will say that, the trend is your friend and the latest one will always the latest trends can help you determine what it's going to do. And that's true, but we have other models to look at. I want to show you some other ones. That's the GFS. I want to show you the European that everybody knows and loves and show you the trend of its last 3 runs. Okay. And just so you get an idea of what it's saying. And the European has always been the Northwest solution for the last few days. Watch the last couple of runs correct. This morning it was too juiced. You can see all the reds. It was too much. This afternoon it came in with reality. And when I say reality, what I mean is in late November, you're not putting a 4-state swath of a foot or more of snow. It's crazy. Anyone forecasting that's selling you a bag of BS. All right, it's not going to happen. So, but you can see the trend bringing everything south and east. You can see that very clearly. The question really becomes, can it come further south than this? Do these trends continue tomorrow on Thursday? There's no way to say that they don't continue. And that's the thing I think, Jeremy, a lot of times people don't understand. And I would like your opinion on this just because you're not a meteorologist, but you follow it because you enjoy it.
Yeah.
People think that, a model comes out and you get the forecast, and then let's say you gave that forecast 2 days out and it ends up being wrong. Well, the model runs 4 times a day. So in that 2-day period, you're going to get 8 new runs,
Yeah.
8 new possible outcomes. So to not update, move around, and shift is it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like even if I didn't want to change it, I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, like, what's your opinion on changing weather forecasts as a watcher?
Well, what I have come to realize, and obviously, I was a novice nerd with weather for a long time, but
Would you say you're semi-professional now?
I don't know. I think I'm maybe novice nerd plus.
Okay.
But what I will say is, to your point of trying to analyze what data is telling you, since Lauren has been with BAM, I obviously get to see behind the curtain. I get to see things that even you don't put out here, but
Yep.
it's sort of, it is truly taking very educated guesses
Mm-hmm.
as to which one you think is right.
Yeah, and there's like 60 different ones.
Yeah, and the thing is that I think what you see from the Weather Channel and local news is not necessarily going out on any limbs. They're not taking a risk. They're base. I always joked that the local, and this is no offense to any local news organization, but the local news organizations basically just call Illinois and then go on the news.
Yeah.
Right.
And then tell everyone not to listen to us.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It is literally, let's see what's happening to the west of us.
Yeah.
And then
Last year we were the social media cowboys. Then we got 10 inches of snow.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. No, I think it's just it's having the courage, I guess. I mean, in some regards, it's the courage to say, this is what I think. And I think in the world of not just weather, but in general, having the courage to put out an opinion, an educated opinion, makes you vulnerable to criticism.
Yeah. And I love what you just said. I want to play off of that real quick. The one thing too that we do and that we try hard to do is tell people when we're wrong. Okay, hey, we said this, it changed, it shifted. This is why we were wrong. And I've done that for 14 years. And the reason I do that is because I think it builds a sense of loyalty and trust in the brand when people can admit when they're wrong.
Sure.
And I don't care. I'll take the heat if I said it and it didn't happen. Sue me, right? But what it does, then people realize that they can also come back and know that if it's changing or if it was off, we can say why.
Yeah.
And in the client lives, in the Clarity subscription that you all get, that's what you get. You get the honesty from the humans of, when we're right, when we're wrong, how we were wrong, and how we can change it. And you just don't get that anywhere. It unfortunately, what you get, I'm going to rant. I have to rant. What you get is you have all of these fly-by-night Facebook pages that they spend every waking minute of their existence trying to disprove everybody else. Don't follow these guys. They're all about the hype. Don't look at that forecast. All they want you to do is this. Don't follow them. And what starts to happen to these people over time is when they're telling someone don't buy the big snow numbers. They're not true. And then it snows. So they looked like the hero for 3 days, making everyone think we're just full of a bunch of BS. And then all of a sudden it snows a lot. And so they tried to play the hero, Mr. Conservative, and now they look like the fool. And it's a lot of why I want to get away from the model of social media, because everybody's going to keep doing this. You're going to keep going round and round with people about how they suck and they're good and they're good and they suck. And it'll never end. And what I love about what we're doing is we're just calling it how it is. And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And that's what I love about clarity. So
Jim Rome used to say, have a take or get out.
I love it.
Have a take.
I love Jim Rome. He's awesome. I love it. Have a take or get out. So with that said, we have a third whiskey that we need to try.
I'm looking forward to this one.
All right. And I'm ready. So while we're getting that one ready, we do have our holiday sale, our 40% off. You can take advantage of the Clarity signups. Head on over, check it out, to continue to get our storm analysis through the winter behind a paywall where everybody's pretty much generally, hopefully friendly. And I can really give you my raw opinions there. There are no censors on the client lives, just FYI. So I may be live with a shirt on, but like underwear, and you wouldn't know it under the table. Like, we're just being honest,
Mental images no one needed to know.
This may be the last weathered
This may be the last weathered whiskey. I may have gotten kicked off. Just kidding. All right. What do we have?
I'm going to go over real talk. We had those hurricanes that hit Florida a couple of years ago, and we had a family that they needed a place to stay. And if you recall, I don't know the semantics and the lingo, but I called you and you said that hurricane is going to take a turn away from where this property of ours was. And you said, hey, they're going to have to hunker down, but they can safely stay at that property. And if we were relying on national weather data, we would have sent that family out. I don't know that they came to us desperate.
Yeah.
We gave them the house, hunker down based off your real-time weather data.
I love it.
I mean, that saved a family.
Yeah.
And that's real talk. So I think that's the difference. You're just getting much more granular with the wedding. With the weather, and it did shift exactly what you said.
Yeah,
they sung the praises. Probably subscribe to the app.
Good.
So yeah,
I love it.
It's just real life. But all right. So speaking of real life, we've got Old 55. I think we saved the best for last. This is owned by Jason Fruits, Old 55 Distillery. He's a farmer by trade. He does it all in house. He does the grain, the corn. And a long time ago, he said, "I'm going to do 100% sweet corn whiskey." That's like, bam, 13 years ago. Michael said, I am going to open a weather company. And what did people do 13 years ago? They laughed.
Yep.
That's exactly what they did to Jason. They laughed. They said, hey, stay in your lane, stick to farming. And you can't find, his whiskey gets on the shelf and then it flies off. Okay? Very, very popular whiskey. So the naysayers were absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if he felt sorry for me or not, but we just kind of got along really well. I loved his story, just like I loved the story of Van Weather, and we just became friends. So he put us on a very short list. Everyone's trying to do barrel picks with Old 55. Everyone wants Old 55, and he's a one-man operation. He doesn't have acres and acres of bourbon, making land. So his product and his distribution is very small. And he put us on a very short list. We went down to, I believe it's Newport, Indiana, just near Lafayette. And he said, yeah, I put you on a short list. Go ahead. And we had a rick house full of barrels. And he's like, go sample them. And you pick the barrel you want.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's right out front. My wife and I signed it. And, after sampling several barrels, he's like, okay, you're going to have to pick one now.
Yeah.
So this is the one that we came up with. This is an 80% sweet corn whiskey, kind of that Old 55 vibe. So it's gonna be sweeter. It's proofed about 116%, and then it is 20% red rye. Okay. So I think that this is going to be the whiskey of the night. You guys are ultimately the decision makers here.
So what do you think I'm gonna like in this flavor palette versus, say, over the tawny port?
Yeah, okay, so I think that you're going to like, because it's a little high proof, the flavor is going to be stronger.
Okay.
But it's also going to have that sweetness because it's 80% sweet corn
of
that tawny port.
Okay.
So that's why I think that this might overrank the Tawny Port. Ultimately, whiskey is all about your guys' opinion. What
Yeah.
what you like.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Bringing in that rye note, though, to your point, the 20% rye.
Yeah,
I'm a rye guy. I like rye whiskey, and I think that it will help balance. Or I know I've had this before, but it'll help balance that sweet, and you'll get kind of a good balance of full flavor, but not overpowering.
absolutely
sweet.
not that burn that a lot of the high rise sometimes come with.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's try it.
I can't wait.
Someone said here, this is fun. This might be my favorite live stream: whiskey, cigars, and weather. I don't know how it gets any better. If you're asking me.
I don't
That is
either.
bourbon community
I don't
right
either.
there.
Yeah, here we go.
I gotta stay for the reaction of this one. See what you guys.
I will say that's the smoothest one we've had tonight.
Wow.
By far.
Which is odd because it's the highest proof that we probably had tonight.
It does not even further after you swallowed it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not have any bite at all. It's absolutely incredible.
That is, I will say it. That's the best pour of the night.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Dude, that is
these
good.
I haven't had a bad pour
And that
tonight.
is a bottle that you can only get at
Here.
Professional Smoke.
Right?
I mean,
we literally
hand-selected.
it, thieved from the barrel.
Jesse, what does this bottle cost? Retail.
Retail, that bottle would probably run for like
$150. All right. So anyone tonight that signs up for a pro subscription at 40% off, I will buy you this bottle and make sure that you get it from me, and we'll send it to you.
And you'll
Just one person. I'll pick one person. Whoever, if you,
I could see who the first person
the pro sign up, okay?
That's gold right there.
I will buy you this bottle personally and send it to you with a handwritten thank you note as a gift for subscribing.
I'll sweeten that because he's going to get that right from the distillery. I'm going to have my buddy Jason sign it.
That's awesome.
I'm going to have him.
Okay.
I'm going to call in a
Let's
favor,
go.
and he'll gladly do it. The guy's a giving human being.
Let's go. I love it.
He's going to give you a signed bottle of that.
I love it.
Love
My
it.
cameras, get the camera refocus here. There we go. Yeah, dude. So Brian commented. Where's he at? Brian Kilgore comments. So by the way, for those of you that may not know, Brian is the B in BAM. So we have BAM, and it stands for Brian, Amanda, and Michael. That's where it actually came from a long time ago. This is an exclusive hat. You can't have it. But that's Brian. And years ago, we live streamed from, I don't even know what it was, Brian. Was it YouTube? I can't remember what platform we streamed on. Because we use an old software called like Xstream or something. And we sat in his loft and drank Bud Light and talked about weather. And we did this for a while. And we talked about storms, and we would do what we're doing literally right now.
Yeah.
This is what we would do. And we would sit on that damn stream for hours and drink Bud Light. And it even goes further to, this is a good story. About, I want to say our wives were pregnant with our kids. And we went to Clearwater, Florida. And we went to the beach. And we had just started getting into cigars. And we bought you guys are going to judge me on this. I don't care. I think we bought 2 cases of Bud Light, and I think we floated in the ocean for 2 straight days and drank 2 cases of Bud Light with pregnant wives, and talking about wanting to build a weather company that had software that people all over the world could purchase and use. Yeah. And I remember on that vacation, we talked about it. We had no clue how we were going to do it at the time. But we did know that we wanted to do it, and we drank Bud Light and figured it all out. So
and here you are.
Here we are. Now we're not drinking Bud Light anymore, bud. Okay, we're drinking the good stuff. We've graduated a little bit. Okay, super fun. These whiskeys, these bourbons were sponsored by and given to us from Jesse Dale here and his wife Erica from Professional Smoke. Again, they have a Bargersville location and a Greenwood location. I am what you call a founder member of the club. I have a locker, 24-hour access. You can do the same thing, by the way. And it's a great place to come and work and smoke cigars and disconnect. Sometimes I come into this room and work and no one can bother me, and it's nice. So great place to check it out. And they deserve the credit for giving us this place tonight to do this. This has been a hell of a lot of fun. So let's wrap up a little bit with the finishing analysis on what we're seeing tonight for the potential for snow this weekend, right? I'll go back to our tab here. We'll go to Clarity, all right, which is this is the software. This is the platform we built, right? Years later, Bud Lightless. Okay, Bud Light didn't help us build this, I promise. But this is the probability we're showing for 2 inches of snow. And we're using the blend here of models that you get inside of Clarity, over 100 different weather models. And this is giving us the probability of 2 inches or more of snow in a 48-hour period. And this is a great tool for the forecasters to look at because it gives the ability to assess some confidence levels. Weather data, by the way, is all a bunch of math. It's all a bunch of statistics at the end of the day. It's what we call statistical climatology or statistical data analysis. And it's just, you take 100 numbers and you remember the old school method in high school, the mean, median, mode, and the average. That's what weather data is. That's what this map is. So the highest confidence is 100% across eastern Iowa, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, and portions of Michigan for 2 inches or more of snow. You can see where the confidence barriers really cut down. And that's the I-70 corridor and points northwest. Indianapolis right now is a 52% probability in the data for 2 inches or more of snow this weekend. That's actually not bad, okay? Because the one thing to understand about this data is it is conservative. It is always playing the safe bet because in the weather world, it's what we call an ensemble mean. And the ensemble means are typically a more smoothed, less extreme forecast. And so it helps us to determine what all the data in the world's saying, put it up in a blender and smooth it out and plot it on a map. All right. It's like making a smoothie, right? All that you go in all the different colors, but you smooth it out and it comes out to one color. That's kind of this. So 52% probability in Indy. Lafayette's a 75% probability. You go into the city of Chicago, it's basically 100%. And you go down here in Louisville, and it's a 6% probability. So that's just the odds of seeing 2 inches or more in 48 hours. All right. This map I'm showing you, no matter what level you sign up for, you can't access. This is just internal use, but I'm just trying to show it to help you. Now, the big one, 6 inches or more in a 48-hour period. We up the ante a little bit, and you can see where that possibility is the strongest. That solid black contour line, that's where it's 75% or greater right now for 6 inches or more of snow in a 2-day period. That's Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, Rockford, the city, the street department, a lot of clients of ours in the city of Rockford, Northern Illinois, Waukegan, Milwaukee, and over towards Kalamazoo, Michigan. You're basically 100% probability for a half a foot of snow. It's pretty impressive. Central Indiana, along the I-70 corridor, you're running 15 to 20% probabilities. Lower confidence, probably not going to happen for 6 inches or more. In fact, I would bet that it doesn't happen. And as we mentioned, we do bet. And then the fun one, a foot or more inside of 48 hours. This is the big one. This is where you're going to get a foot or more of snow. And the bullseye is east central Iowa, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, and portions of central Michigan. All right, 86% probability. City of Chicago, pretty decent bet, 56%, a foot or more of snow falls. I think the biggest totals out of this storm system come out of east central Iowa somewhere between Mason City down to Des Moines over towards Davenport and Dubuque, all right, Iowa. So just a fun way to look at the snowfall potential in a different light. Now what I will show you is the accumulation in and of itself in a 3-day total. So this is a 72-hour snow map. And what I like to tell people that are watching the analysis anytime, and we do have several of you are still watching. What I like to tell people is whenever you see multiple colors go through the same state, the data is struggling, okay? Because there's a cutoff, there's problems, and you have as little as just south of Columbus, 0.8 inches, but in Gary, you're getting 10 inches. You've got Lafayette coming in at 5 and Indy coming in at 3. And so what I like about this solution is only 2 times in 130 years have we gotten over 4 in Indy.
Yeah.
I like that it's under 4. I don't think we're going to get over 4 in Indy. If I had to put a map out for a forecast, this is what it is. And this is what I would put our name to. Quite literally, our name is on it for the forecast. But this is what I would say I would go with 80 hours out, which, by the way, we're 80 hours.
Yeah.
We have some time.
Yeah.
We have 2 more full days of model runs to come in.
Yep.
And so saying we have a solidified outcome or it's not going to change and this is it,
Tough.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We can look at all the models in the world and we can come up with all the scenarios. It's not going to matter. It's probably going to change.
Yeah.
And that's the advantage of the client lives. Taking advantage of the sign up for clarity and the 40% off is I'm going to continue to update you guys in detail about what we're thinking in our private lives as well. So without further ado, I'm going to look at some comments and answer some questions. Do I think that it keeps trending further south? Gut feeling. I think it can come a little bit further south, Dustin. There are some ensembles that are a little further south. I don't think we're going to get super big, but a little bit further possibly. Bloomington snow total, I don't know if you're talking about Bloomington, Illinois or Bloomington, Indiana. But if it's Bloomington, Indiana, it's 2.4 inches. If it's Bloomington, Illinois, it's 7.5. So it depends on which one you're talking about, but that's the outcome for those particular cities. I don't smoke cigars and I'm no whiskey connoisseur and I'm still watching. I love the weather, but you just have to support a group of men having a good time in a helpful way to others, not to mention for free. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Tristan, I appreciate you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Listen, there for a while, I was seeing the abs. It looked like you were getting pretty ripped. Twisted Steel and Sex Appeal, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. No, I see him at the gym. He's a good dude. What else do we have? What are you thinking about Springfield, Illinois? Yep, we can look at Springfield, Illinois. That's a 4.5 inch total right now. What plan of clarity shows this? Well, as of today, every plan of clarity shows this as a gift to you all from yours truly. It wasn't a part of the home package, but now it is. We went ahead and thrown it in there for you so you can interrogate this map and click on it and look at it. So keep kicking ass, Michael. You're doing great. Hey, that's nice. Thank you, Jonah. Do you think it could shift north again? Sarah asks. I don't think so. Michael and guest have a great weekend. Here is to honor and bam, weather bring. Wow. Thank you. Appreciate that. Can Lafayette get 6 inches, Travis? You can. There's so many things. You can, possibly. Kokomo, 3 to 4. Happy Thanksgiving. I just need to know what Ann Arbor is looking like between 12 to 3:30 on Saturday.
Yeah, that game. I think it is in both states, like legally laws that it has to be played at noon on the last game. It is played at noon every year.
Is that Michigan and Ohio?
Michigan and Ohio.
Yeah. So the odds,
we just pissed a lot of Ohio State fans off by calling them Ohio.
Whatever.
The Ohio State University, just so we don't get any.
It could be snowing, but there may be some dry air issues. If the game's over by 4,
it'll be over by 3:30, 4 o'clock.
If it goes as quick as I think it'll go, Michigan runs the ball a lot, runs the clock down, and they beat Ohio State by probably, I would say, 10 points.
That would make Indiana the number one team in the
It
country.
would, and that's what my money's on.
From your lips
Putting
to
my money
God's
where
ears.
my
Paul is a huge Hoosiers fan, so he loves Michael's take on that game.
So here's the forecast for that. Again, there could be some problems with the onset of snow hitting the ground. If I'm a betting man, there could be some light snow falling from the sky. Probably not doing a whole heck of a lot before the game really it ends. So you said you're going to try to be nice about me flying to Indy Monday, so be positive. Okay, I'm being positive.
You'll fly to Indy.
You'll
on
fly
Monday.
to Indy. Yeah. Oh,
Don't
Monday?
worry about it.
Oh gosh, it'll be fine.
Callahan was asking earlier if Monday was going to be a snow day.
That, yeah. Brett quickly corrected her. It's not
Yeah.
going to be a snow day.
Yeah, you have insight, Callahan, that most don't have.
Yeah. So we do have some questions about new high-res data coming in. I'm going to run for maybe 10 more minutes, and I'm going to wrap. We've been on for an hour and 6 minutes, by the way. But I know there's still a lot of you watching, and it's been fun. We have the 0Z. That's not in far enough. I have the 0Z HRRR. It's not going to be out far enough at this point. I don't have anything in yet that's worth sharing. So I'm going to need. Well, yeah, I have this. But JT does. He is dry.
I'm dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
can I have one of those?
if you're, Michael
Wait,
just changed his
if we're
mind.
offering the barrel,
Michael just changed his mind automatically.
What are we sipping right now? Great question. We're going to go back to the old 55 barrel. Wow. That is. Give some to.
Oh, here.
Want to give Paul a little bit?
That's the old 55 barrel pick.
Did we just empty that?
No.
I was going to say, what the hell?
We haven't been on that long.
What? I mean, there's no way we just drank. I would have been really nervous about how that happened.
Yeah.
This is a quick hour and 7 minutes.
Whiskey, weather.
Cheers. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Drop some comments if you'd like for us to do it again. I've had a blast. There's been a ton of you watching. How are we? Are we close to a record-breaking deal
We just beat last year's company.
of new sales? Okay.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that. Yeah. Cheers to the empty
Cheers.
bottle.
Thank everyone for their support.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yes, have a blessed
Cheers,
Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah, for all of you that are watching, we've run our holiday sale, and we beat our numbers last year for the whole holiday sale, and the holiday sale hasn't started yet.
Technically.
I don't even know how that's possible, but it's incredible. So all of you that have supported Clarity and BAM Weather, it's a genuine thank you. It's unbelievable. I'm actually just incredibly humbled. I don't even understand how it's possible. So really, really cool. You all are just badass humans for supporting everything that we're doing. So
Happy Thanksgiving
yes.
to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy a pour.
Huh?
They will not be disappointed.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed in Clarity and the technology it brings, let alone the live streams that you get, the client lives, to make it happen. So someone said we couldn't hear it. I don't know what that means. Hopefully you can hear it. I haven't seen that comment yet, but turn your volume up, Jonathan. So
Cheers to everybody.
yes.
Cheers to
everybody.
you.
A lot
Happy
of fun.
Thanksgiving. Have a pour tonight. Thanks for having me on. It was a blast.
Take advantage of the Black Friday sale.
Take advantage of the Black Friday sale. It goes through Monday. I will be live streaming until the end of the sale through Monday. And then again, as I mentioned, we've decided to kind of pull back quite a bit. We're going to continue to do this, okay? And it's probably going to be here most of the time at Professional Smoke, as they've been an incredible host. If you could see the table right now, you would see the host that
It's
they
like
have
a frat party.
been. But come by and come and have a cigar, have a cocktail here over the week. Enjoy the just the environment, and to let them know you saw them on the BAM stream. because I feel like that I get like free cigars every time that happens. I'm just kidding. Just a joke. Do we have any closing remarks? Anything? Do you have any like interesting questions or anything? Or?
Well, no, I don't have any interesting questions. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
And it brings me to the heartfelt portion of the night. But it doesn't matter how bad you've got it in life. Somebody's got it worse, and
sure.
it kind of brings me to just this feeling of gratitude,
100%.
and truly of giving thanks for what we have.
Yeah. 100%.
Whether you have it all or are still striving to get there, we're at a place in the world, in sort of just everything that is around us. There's a lot of negativity. We have a lot to be thankful for. So
100%, dude.
find somebody that that needs to hear that you appreciate them, and tell them.
Yep. I love that. Love it. Yeah, man. It's awesome. Guys, this has been a ton of fun. Thanks for always keeping it real. You bet. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. What's the wind chill tonight and tomorrow? Cold. You walk out there, it's cold. So, but no, thank you all so much. Take advantage of the sale. This has been a huge blast and so cool that the viewership has been way more than I thought it would be for this long. So incredible. Thank you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
We'll see you.